Welcome back. Let's talk news now. Hey, we're getting through the show. It's Friday the 13th, and so far, everything's gone just smooth. Now I have someone here that's going to protect us, make sure that nothing else goes bad at all, and that's Vegas News Review's owner, publisher, Dave Robbins, retired law enforcement. We're safe right now, right?
I'm off duty. Actually retired.
Yeah.
Actually retired.
Perfect.
You're on your own.
I'm very much on my own. I can see how this is going today. But we are. It's been the end of a great week. Had a great fundraising event over at the Queen Vic.
We are on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, we're rolling out. We're ready again for Monday. We're rolling out on this one. Dave, you heard my story at the beginning. I know we just got into talking yesterday about, talking to the homeless on the streets and really what's the right thing to do. And then you hear this earlier today, true story, a guy bought a Andy Warhol off the streets for $5 in Las Vegas.
And you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But
where did he get that from?
There's that. It almost makes you want to go treasure hunting in Las Vegas, because when you go with the Salvation Army story about how a man here in Las Vegas had a beeswax mold of a
Da Vinci. Original Da Vinci.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy. I'm almost like, maybe we should just start walking up and down the streets and see what we can find. It's kind of crazy.
You'd find a lot of stuff here on this street.
Okay. Now, talk about interesting things. I read an article on VegasNewsReview.com that I was like, really? Who thinks this stuff up? Okay. Bath salts now have some are illegal to purchase, maybe illegal to purchase.
Well, let's clear it up first.
Okay.
Because we're talking about a different type of bath salts.
Okay.
Now, I like my hot baths, and I do use the bath salts too. But the bath salts they're talking about are really not bath salts at all. They're a chemical concoction that's pretty much the best way to describe it is almost like a mimicking form of a PCP, methamphetamine, based off of a plant, some chemicals. And they market it as bath salts to get around the stipulations of the law. Okay,
so this is where the conflict comes in.
Right.
So at first blush, when you're reading something going, bath salts are illegal, it's not.
Yeah, you go to the store, you buy a big jar or a bag of bath salts for your bath,
right?
$6 to $10. But when you're talking about buying these kind of bath salts, you get a little envelope that costs you $30 to $50. So right there,
something's not quite right. So it's better than Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's much more than 11 herbs and spices.
Probably worse for you than Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So when did all this come about? Who in the world would come up with such nonsense?
Actually, this has been going on for years, decades. Particular shops, mostly what we would call the head shops or smoke shops,
okay,
and some of the adult-oriented bookstores, they would have these products called video head cleaner or fertilizers or some kind of cleaner in their showcase. Now, it's just kind of weird that a head shop or adult bookstore or whatever would have these type of products in there. Well, they were just labeled differently to bypass the regulations, and they weren't cleaners at all. They weren't fertilizers at all. People actually knew what they were for, and so they were snorting them, smoking them, doing whatever, and getting high or doing whatever with it. But they were able to sell these products because of the way they were labeled. Now, the industry, the pharmaceutical industry especially, and the drug enforcement agencies are now starting to pay attention to these ingredients. A lot of the ingredients are coming from China. Now, there's a problem with bringing things into the country because a lot of it's not regulated or tested. National Geographic actually did a special on the bath salts and some of the ingredients, and one of the main ingredients was manufactured in China. And when they went in undercover and asked them about if people can actually ingest this product or this chemical, they said, well, it's probably not good, it might be dangerous, but we'll sell you tons of it.
Amazing. Amazing. What's even more amazing to me is the fact that people actually come up with all these concoctions. And they know that sooner or later it's going to be like another one of those loopholes that law enforcement's going to end up.
Well, they actually sell it, then they find out the bad things about it.
Right.
So then they'll change the formula to the loophole and change it again.
Too much fun. I guess not fun for law enforcement, not really good for the public, but I'm just saying.
It makes it hard.
Just the nonsense. Just
makes
the
it really
pure
hard for
nonsense of the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. Folks, if you have not yet, you need to go to VegasNewsReview.com. It is by and far one of the best resources on the internet for information that you are looking for and information that you want to have. Stories and things you may not have ever thought of before, like bath salts? Really? I'm stealing your line, Dave. Or do you
Really?
Really? Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. All right. Well, folks, if you want to look for more information about what's going on in and around Las Vegas, not only go to vegasnewsreview.com, but you can also go to Let's Talk News Now. All the events we've got going on, upcoming shows, inside information, stories, the whole thing. We'll see you again on Monday.